right, today's workout is going to take 25 minutes. Yes, you're going to be moving around this bike for 25 minutes. However, there is less than 5 minutes of work. Oof, doesn't that sound lovely? Well, if it doesn't, then you're right. This is going to be real torturous in the sense that we are trying to give 150% when we're working. All right. So the first thing that you need to know is that you don't need a seat for this exercise. We're going to be using the bike erg. And what's cool about it is that you're only going to be going for 45 seconds. So you can share your bike with many different people. So we're going to go ahead and for 45 seconds, we're going to go max calories standing. You are trying to get as much calories going as possible for 45 seconds, and you're trying to keep that intensity really high the whole time. Now we want to make sure that we have balance even on the pedals. This is where we find that there's a lot of challenge. Some people like to put the weight on one foot to the other, and then it becomes really clunky. So I want you to think about balancing on the pedals and then kind of transferring the weight back and forth about a 50%. So you want to be able to stay balanced. Your weight's going to be centered as we push through. You don't want to be leaning back here on this bike. We want to make sure that we're kind of pushing through the pedal so that as you move from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock on that upper pedal, that you're able to produce power through that drive portion of that phase. So we want to make sure that we're kind of leaning in, and then from about 1 o'clock all the way to 4 o'clock, you're really driving force into that pedal as hard as you can. All right, and again, we're going for 45 seconds as hard as possible, and then you get to rest the remaining time. So we're going to be on a 5-minute clock. Every 5 minutes, you're going to go ahead and start, and you're going to give that 45-second full effort. We're going to do that for 5 rounds. Okay, so you can see how it's going to be less than 5 minutes of work as we move through this. We're going to get a nice warm up. We're going to do some shoulder work, and we're going to do some core work. So if you're doing this on your own, don't skimp out on that. Shoulders have been have been put through the ringer. So we want to make sure we tend to them and get a good stretch out. All right. This workout's going to be fun. It's going to be really hard if you make it hard. But if you don't put full effort and full heart into it, it'll be just fine.